testing 1212. This is the Alpha Facts.
It's all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
One, two, one, two.
Hey, that's
Hello,
Hey, Sophie. Namita.
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 Sophie.
Where's my glass? Can I get my glasses? One, two, one, two. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wagwan.
Wagwan. So, how was your morning?
It was a shitty one, frankly speaking.
Did you trade this morning?
Yeah.
Or just before PPI?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Still of the opinion that it's gonna go down. Gold.
Shall we do some analysis?
Sure.
All right. So today we are going to have something called the PPI, which is the Producer Price Index, also known as the Wholesale Index, Wholesale Price Index. So those of you who don't know what PPI is, basically it measures a basket of goods at the wholesale level. So the wholesalers, how much they give it to the retailers, and the retailers to the consumers. Now, the higher the cost of the wholesalers, the higher the pass on, the higher cost they're going to pass on to the retailers, and so on, so on. So Producer Price Index is important because it is at the very beginning, almost at the very beginning of the supply chain. So if they have an increased input cost, land, labor, and raw materials, which is the PPP, the 3 Ps. So the factors of production, anything goes into production, and if the cost is increasing, imagine like, bakers, for example, if they have higher gas and fuel and flour and whatever cost they have, they're going to pass on that cost to the next one in line, which are going to be the wholesalers, and the wholesalers are going to pass on to the retailers, and so on. So this is why it's an important number, because it is a leading inflation indicator, and it is followed by the Fed. Now, if the prices are higher at a wholesale level, so if the PPI is going to be higher than expected, so if this number, or is it PPI and core PPI, this one, so if this is going to be higher than 0.3 or in line with 0.3 or close to 0.3, that's higher than expected, that is going to be quite inflationary, right? And if inflation is currently tackled or tried to be tackled by the Fed, so if the costs are higher, if inflation is higher, then the Fed logically going to do nothing. They're going to go ahead with the interest rate increases. They're gonna go, with the 50 basis points, because the labor market is still extremely tight. If the number is lower than expected, as the forecast says, so it's set to be, decreasing. If you look at the PPI month on month, let's have a look. So PPI have been increased. So September was negative 0.2, and then it was 0.2, so it was a 100% increase if you just calculate on the previous one, and then it increased to 0.3, and then it was 0.3 last month, and now economists are expecting that this number is going to decrease. So a conclusion is that a higher than expected reading, for example, this one here, 1.6 in April, that was the when Russia started the invasion in March. So every number is going a month T-1, and this number is going to be focusing on the Christmas one. Now, I don't know whether the prices have increased during Christmas, but if they were, because higher fuel prices, etc., higher labor costs, because the wage inflation is still a problem, that employers have to pay higher salaries for the employees in order to keep them and attract new employees. So wage is a heavy weight in the equation. The question is, did wholesalers increase prices? What was the input cost? Now, the CPI, which is, it's a lagging indicator, but that showed that the prices have decreased month on month. If you look at the previous PPI, which was in line with the previous one, and the one before was in line, and the last one was October 2022, when the PPI was much higher than expected. Now let's stop for a second and analyze this scenario. What happens if the PPI number is much higher than the previous one and the forecast? You can see that it was 0.4, which is double than the forecast. So the last time it was at 12th of October. All we have to do is go to the good old TradingView chart. 12th October. I'm going to stay on the 30-minute chart so we can see exactly what happened on, the lower time frame. By the way, the last PPI No, that wasn't the last. Where is the last? November. This was the last. Yeah. So the last PPI, before we jump onto October, you can see that it was brutal. It was 150 pips whiplash. This candle right here, that's 152 pips. And it didn't just stop right there, so that's where the price were, quite really nice and high. So a new lower low was expected, or higher low, sorry, was expected. But instead it whiplashed 150 pips, then it pulled back, then retested, filled the wick, and then came back again. So it was an absolute shitstorm. Scalper's paradise, some say, but it wasn't a clear direction for hours. So it was a dirty PPI last time. Now let's just check again. The last PPI was, when it was higher than expected, was October 12th, 2022. So what we have to do is scroll back in time. October 12th. Oof. Let's see. Getting close. 11, 12. Is it October 12th? Oh, 1:30. Okay. There wasn't much price action back then. Yeah. It was almost none. Am I getting the date right? Wednesday, 12th of October 2022. October 20th. That's interesting. So the last time when it was in line with expectation, in line with the previous one, then the whiplash was much more significant. It could be because it was just before the FOMC interest rate decision. And October was much more quiet. That could be one explanation. Let's have a look on 15th of November. 15th of November. Again. Let's just zoom in. 15th of November. That's when the volatility started. Yeah, 100 pip. Whiplash. Again. Then it went down, retested, and it started moving sideways. And the most brutal one was actually the December one. That's when we had most of the uncertainty, but then again it came back to right in the middle, so it started to float around the true average mean. So if you just focus on the lowest point to the highest point, and if you right in the middle, price came back eventually, then started moving sideways and then moved down. Absolute shitstorm. What's your opinion? No opinion? Well then, guys, it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's the difficult trade.
It's tough, isn't it?
It's difficult. It's very difficult. That's why, yeah. We just wait for. I wait for the numbers and then I'm gonna decide, because it's not like FOMC. It's gonna go up for maybe 30 seconds and then whoops.
Yeah.
I think.
Who's trading? Hey Raul. Who's trading PPI? Who's in position?
No, I'm not.
I was in a sell.
I'm long on UJ.
I'm gold.
I'm on a sell. I have 1920 my stop loss.
I just got out of gold, waiting for news to pass.
Me too.
Damn it. I missed this beautiful bull flag. Do you remember what I always say about bull flags? It always respects the Fibonacci 50% level. And look. Bang on the 50%. So, yeah, it was beautiful. It would have been nice to catch it.
Oh, fuck.
So, the bull flag, if we just take this for example, and stop for a second. So the macroeconomics tells me that the market is pricing in a lower than expected PPI data print, which means that the Fed doesn't have that many reasons to, bash out another 50 basis point rate hike. The last CPI data print was okay, softer. The growth was softer in inflation. And the market immediately translated this as the Fed don't have to increase interest rates, so they can pivot. And then the market started to increase. And the market does exactly the same thing right now, that it's front running, that the PPI is going to be better than expected. And if this happens, we broke out, and now we're moving on to the technicals. And if you look at the market, the technicals pointing to the same direction, because we had the breakout from this channel. I was expecting a downward break, but it didn't happen, and the market is now in a bullish market sentiment. So we broke out with quite an impulse move if you look at the 4-hour candle. Breakouts usually happen in form of an impulse big ass candle, which it did. And every impulse move is usually followed by a retracement. So here's what I'm expecting on PPI. When the data comes out, I'm expecting, if the data is lower than expected, which, gold should go higher, I'm expecting a dirty move to retest the pivot and to retest, we're going to have a look on the retracement level. Pull the fib from the beginning of the impulse move to the top. So the 61.80 lines up with the 38.2. A little bit lower we have a daily pivot. So what I'm expecting is have a dirty move to the downside, collect some liquidity, and then move to fill the previous high. And if you look at the previous PPIs, how price is reacted, usually we had a high and a low, and it whiplashed within this zone. And if you measure it from the lowest to the highest, 330 pips. So what I'm expecting, a dirty move, then move higher, and then price to come back and gravitate around the mean. So it's going to be an ugly. I don't recommend anyone to hold any positions for too long. Make the money, take the money, just scalp. Buy at the support, sell at the resistance. I think that's the safest that we can do today. What do you think?
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Hi, Thomas. I agree also.
Excellent. Let's look at USD Japanese yen. So, what do you think, if the PPI is higher than expected, how is it going to affect the US dollar? Lower than expected, sorry. Let's stick with the first scenario. So if PPI is lower than expected, does the Fed...
USD Japanese one will go down.
Why? What's the reasoning behind?
Lower than expected, interest rate will be less. So dollar will be weaker.
Yes, absolutely. Dollar is going to continue lower. And we already had a beautiful rejection. Look at this. How the support became a resistance. Wow. That was some volatility yesterday or today.
Today in the morning.
Yeah. Because Bank of Japan today didn't do anything. They didn't raise the interest rate. They didn't decrease the interest rate. What they did is they haven't done anything. Yeah, interest decision stayed exactly where it was. So they didn't rule out they didn't stop the yield curve control. They have ultra low interest rate for almost decades, since 1996. It started with Shinzo Abe, who was the prime minister, introduced the ultra low monetary policy, and since that they stick to it. But USD Japanese yen, now it's back into the channel. We had a nice rejection. If you go to the 4 hour, It's not looking good for me to sell. If it stays below within the channel, I would use this area right here as a guide for sell to something like this. Breakout, retest, move lower. But we could have buy the news and sell the effect type of scenario when price is pushed up to retest the previous high and then sell off. Not easy, is it?
So difficult.
Moving to US 30. Now US 30, who traded yesterday US 30?
Yes, sir.
Me.
Did you make some money?
Of course.
Yes.
Do you want to
Good
keep
money.
back that money today?
No.
Certainly not.
Why not?
Come on, man. It's a rough day. It was a rough day yesterday. So for me,
Imagine Andre is waiting for you guys to place some money and your broker. Yeah, it's not easy. We had a massive imbalance left on the market. This sell-off was just beautiful. Of course we catched it. We always catch it, just when we're not. So left a massive imbalance on the market. Is it going to get filled? Or if you move down, we have a beautiful wedge. And who doesn't like a good wedgie? Right? Now, this wedge is most likely going to get...
Don't say that. You're on YouTube. Don't say that.
Yeah, dirty mind. So, wedge is usually traded, you know, when you see the impulse move, breaks the wedge, then it's followed by the retest, and then boom, simple as that. But it can break to the upside as well. That's US 30. Do I have any positions? Yes, I do have, but that's from actually yesterday. So I didn't open anything today. Let me just show you. That is the positions I have, and it's, you know, reduced to the absolute bare minimum. Half a lot, 0.2, and 1 standard lot. USD Japanese yen. Which I'm going to further reduce because we have 19 minutes. I love it that, you know, it's nothing crazy lot size, and, you know, 1,400 pounds with half a lot. What's your average lot size when you trade? Honestly, hands on heart. Jungle.
For me, it's a 0.20, sometimes 1 lot, but not all the time. Mostly it's between 0.20, 0.50.
Does anyone go above, you know, 1, 2, 5 lots?
No, I never do that. Oh, no. Maybe for others, but not for me. My hands are sweaty already, man.
Suddenly, there's an awkward silence. I know who you are. I know who you are.
Nobody talks.
No. But I know who you are.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Are you ready?
For what?
Oh, you quit playing your buttons.
No, I'm actually not. If it comes down to the pivot 1910, I might consider buying. But again, depends on the data. And just to show you how freaking fast it moved the last time. Like, you have to be really on your toes, on your feet. On your toes or your feet?
On your toes.
On your toes. Yeah, I mean, to catch these massive, you know, whiplashes, you have to be really fast. The support, that wasn't really resistance right here. Scalper's paradise today. And Shizikan is asking, have you opened a position in gold? No, I haven't. I did not. Because I'm not too confident on gold today. Again, if it comes up to the resistance, there is a possibility to sell. If it comes down to the support, even higher chances that you can use this support for a nice juicy buy to continue higher. If PPI is lower than expected, and if it's going to be sell the news and buy the fact. Buy the news, sell the fact, sell the news, buy the fact, yeah.
Guys, in my opinion, gold is very difficult to trade at the moment. We have much better signs like sell or this buy, but we have strong pullbacks, and for me, it plays with my emotion to stay in the trade. That's my main problem the last week or in this week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it moves $7 and came back for 4 or 5, then and it plays massaging my emotions.
I like that. Yeah,
yes.
It's tough.
And then with heavy lots, it's crazy.
Yeah. What's your average lot size?
As long as that emotions get an happy end, this is no problem, right?
Yes, Roll. I'm with you. I'm with you. But my favorite lot size is 2.5 lots.
Okay. Yes.
And that's yeah, a little bit difficult the last week.
Yeah.
I think it's a reasonable lot size when you're managing.
Yes.
You know, above 25, 50k. I think it's reasonable.
Yes. Yes. But the group helps me a lot. Thank you.
2.5 for 25k account, you say, Thomas?
Pardon?
What do you
2.5
say?
lot on a 25k.
Yeah. Is that reasonable? Do you say?
I think it's reasonable. Yeah. If you know what you're doing.
Yes.
If you know, you do know. Oh.
Yeah, because you know it's a misconception that bigger capital is going to make you a better trader or solve your problems.
No.
It's not true. I mean, bigger capital is bigger problem for the rookies and beginners. But if you know what you're doing, 2.5 lot on a 25k account is not much. If you can manage it. But first, you have to learn to manage a small account, and then you can move to a big account.
Yeah.
Two different playing fields. Oh, how many minutes we have left? 15 minutes.
You guys, I have like an observation. I've been trying to like do some intraday, like hold positions for longer. And then I noticed that hi, you always do that. It's like an intro for me. Hi. And I've noticed that like it's harder to
how harder
keep winning positions rather than like losing ones. It's annoying.
How hard, B?
Very hard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So sorry, can you just read? I lost. I was. I think my earplug. So.
Really?
Every fucking time.
So what's harder?
No, it's just that I've been trying to do like some intra positions like this year, so for this month, and it's harder to keep like winning positions rather than
like swinging.
Well, I'm not liking it. I was thinking
you don't like swinging.
You're forced to in it.
This is why I don't talk.
We're talking about swing trading, so don't let Raul.
Yeah. No. We swing trade. I agree.
Yeah, only swing trading, so no dirty jokes. And
I'm just
yeah,
happy
B,
that
please continue.
nobody like only few people know
that you're swinging.
my Discord name, and that too. So nobody like really messages me on Discord because they don't know who B is. So that it's all good. We good.
Yeah, that's fine. We can solve that problem. I can share your Discord username and link.
No, don't.
So, you're saying it's harder to keep intraday positions, right?
Yeah, for me, because for example, let's just say, for example, I have like a SL for like 20-30 pips, but I keep it running for like 100 pips. That's my target for the daily. But then when you're running at like 30 or 40, you're like, I want to close it because there's already money on the table.
Yeah.
But then
and
if it's like losing, you just wait for the SL. So it's kind of fucking stupid in a way.
Yeah. But if you look at how gold moves, gold loves to consolidate and shake out the weekends, and even pro traders. These consolidations, it looks small on the chart, but when you actually put the measure on it, 140 pips, 116, 176, and then you have the whiplashes. You have how big is this? I don't know. 327 pips. And then it immediately pulled back to 210.
You're running even 100. Yeah, you're exactly. So you get taken out at BE. So you kind of wasted the day.
Yeah. So what's the solution for this be, in your opinion?
Swing. Let's go scalp.
Yeah, make the money, take the money. Don't leave it on the table. I mean, recently, like, there's so much speculation on the market that what is the Fed going to do? Are they going to pivot, reduce the interest rate? What's going to happen with Bank of Japan? Are they going to stop with the yield curve control? So many uncertainties. We only started the year. And, the supply chain issues are still on the table. Yes, CPI and inflation started to decrease. Labor market is still too tight. So I think that what causes the difficulties. But for holding intraday trades, sometimes it's hard, but maybe not always.
I have a
Depends.
question though. Have you guys ever encountered, for example, like the market conditions not the same anymore, or like there are policies and regulations that like maybe making it difficult for you to trade? Do you then abandon your strategy and go get a new one? Like, how do you guys adapt?
Quickly before you get some answer to that, you mentioned that it's not the same anymore. Like before, if you look at just the global yields, the past 10 years, going back to 2021, 2022, that's when the interest rates started to really increase. So the last 1.5 years, yes, 1.5, actually 2 years now. Damn, time is flying. The past 2 years is definitely a level play change, so a field change. It's not the same, and many of the strategies don't work because central bank is changing the policy. So how do you expect to do the same thing and make the same amount of money if everything around you is changes? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I've noticed that the past couple of years I have like winning strategies, but they're not applicable anymore, especially after the war. Like all hell broke loose. So you kind of need to rethink and do a lot of backtest on what would work.
Yeah, it is always changing. I mean, that's the market. It's never the same. Even sometimes
Otherwise, it's
2 days.
easy.
Yeah, everyone would be
How would you
millionaire.
know when to, like,
Everyone
stop?
would be like Daniel Savage driving 5 Lamborghinis at the age of 18. So, we have 7 minutes left. How about we set up a game plan? because that's why we're here, to make some money. Double your money or triple. So this is the alpha Discord, and you guys read it already. I'm sharing this because, you know, let's help others. And I'm not too sure what's going to happen today, but what I'm expecting is that if PPI higher than expected, that is very inflationary to the market, and the Fed is currently fighting inflation. So if PPI, which is a leading inflation indicator, meaning that it's a wholesale price index, so if it's higher than expected, this number today, no, that's core retail, so sorry, the PPI, if it's greater than 0.3, then gold is gonna go to hell along with stocks, and US dollar going to rally. The lower than expected number, which is forecasted by economists, you can see they forecast a drop, actually turn into negative. Then I'm expecting gold to rally, stocks to rally, USD to drop. And this is in line with the market sentiment right now. This has more potential. And we have a problem that we have retail sales as well. Why is it a problem?
Multiple pieces of information to interpret all at once.
Yes, and if you look at the US, which is the largest economy in the whole world, if you look at the GDP, what makes up the GDP, the gross domestic product, what does the number tell you? 68% consumption? That's crazy, isn't it? It's even greater than exports and imports, and even government spending is not this big, and even investment, foreign investment, not as big as how much our American friends and cousins like to consume. So imagine how important the retail sales is. Now, we have 5 minutes, guys, so I want some ideas. If the retail sales is higher than expected, how is it going to affect gold, USD and stocks? I did the analysis for you, for PPI. I want you to think quickly. 4 minutes.
Retail sales, retail sales, if it's higher, which it probably should be, because it's December, it's going to have
Christmas
initial,
effect.
It's going to have some effect on it, and you know, probably, I guess it looks inflationary, push things down. But once you actually, you know, but after this they've come out, you have to then think about it. You know, this comes down more PPI than retail sales, because retail sales could have it could definitely cause it to whiplash a bit more. But it should then normalize, because you know people should look at it.
3 minutes 20 seconds.
It's December, so it's going to be higher than normal.
Okay, if it's higher than expected, Alan, how should it affect gold from the monetary policy perspective?
From the monetary policy perspective, it should enforce their hawkish.
Excellent.
stance.
Well done. Well done. So higher than expected reading on the retail sales means that the Fed is more likely to continue with the rate hike with the same 50 basis point, and that is going to be bearish for gold. So exactly the same scenario applies. Higher than expected, gold down, stocks down, USD up. Lower than expected, gold up, stocks up, US dollar down. Simple as that. So luckily we have this scenario. Now, question is really what the number is going to be. And we have 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And I don't, I have only just the runners left. I'm going to close down the US 30, one of them, because that's £600. And, you know, I can buy a lot of things from £600.
A lot of diapers.
I think gold will fall till 1870.
No, man.
Hi, how are you?
Oh,
Very
the
good.
fuck is Snowman?
Who's Snowman? Alright, we have 1 minute 45 seconds. Snowman said price is going to drop, right?
Yeah, till 1870. I'm expecting.
1870? Wow.
Yeah.
That would be... Quickly, we have 1 minute 30 seconds left. So 1870 would be
Oh God,
500 pips. Just a few dollars away. Almost 500 pips.
8-inch.
Are you in a short position, no man?
Yes.
How much?
Wishful thinking is that.
I entered at 1918 just now, and SL is 1926.
You entered just now. Wow, you got balls.
Oh, then we know he has balls.
And apparently quite big. So,
balls.
45 seconds, market starts to price in. I think US 30 is going to go up. But who knows? Let's wait the data. I bet US 30 is going to fly along with gold, but only until 1930, just to fill the imbalance from yesterday. And we have 17 seconds to go. If you know the data, shout it out so I can make a decision. Actually, I'm going to open another window.
Wanna make a shout?
Do you think 34,200 for US 30?
Anything is possible, brother.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah, up to 250. Yeah, if it does.
Whoa! US 30 is bumping up.
Yeah, gold. Oh no, that's Australian dollar.
Oh, I closed all positions, and the data is out.
Now.
PPI. Oh, that's quite bad. So it's going to increase. What is the retail sales? Retail sales hasn't come out, so PPI is worse than expected. So the Fed doesn't have. No, that should push the US 30 up, in my opinion. Let's wait until the retail sales come. Retail sales month on month minus 1.1. That's actually worse. So US 30 is a buy, gold is a buy. Quickly.
Just buy it now.
I entered into a small buy. A scalp. You can use a tight stop loss. Alright, and gold I didn't enter because it's not favoring too much gold movement, but on US 30 I did enter. Come on, US 30. Let's go down to business. Alright, PPI lower. Wow, it's quite muted.
So what is your stop loss, Newman?
I just put it on the bottom of the candle.
I was thinking Newman was, as he was selling.
Which one? The 4-hour candle?
Yeah, I'm selling. I just move my SL up.
What did my dots say?
Alright, so quickly, yeah, that's the position I have on US 30. Keeping it transparent as much as possible. It's running in drawdown now. I only placed two lots actually, so nothing crazy. The maximum I can lose is how much? 1,700. Let's maybe target the previous high. Everything is muted.
It's probably just building up.
Maybe waiting for the New York Stock Exchange open?
An hour.
Yeah. Just quite far away.
Possible.
Who's selling, who's buying?
I've got two positions, that's it. I am waiting.
That's really muted. Let's have a look quickly on the if there's any other data until price moves. Keep your eye on the chart. Hasn't moved so far. That's a cool background. Oh, my stop loss was wiped. My stop loss was wiped. Is it a dirty move? Yep, that is invalid. Now it's back to the downside. PPI. It's actually, it's better than expected. It's much lower. Was it a dirty move? Is it the whiplash that we had? I have a feeling we're going to just sit here watching the chart until the New York Stock Exchange open.
And nothing happened.
Nothing. Well, there was a whiplash.
A little bit, yes. The same on gold. A little bit the dirty move, and then came back.
Not exactly what I was expecting. Retail sales.
Yeah. Thomas, it's worse than expected, not better than expected.
Okay, why? Which one?
The core retail sales and also the PPI, also the retail sales, because minus 1.1 is...
Yeah, that's the core retail sales. It's worse than expected, yeah. But the PPI is better than expected.
No, it's 0.1 for the forecast, 0.1. So it's 0.5, it's worse than
minus.
Yeah, but when it goes down, that means it's better.
Minus.
That's all, because it's lower. The lower, the better.
The low... Ahmed.
Yes.
So, if you have to pay less for a pair of Air Jordans or a bag of grocery, is it better or worse than expected?
Okay, if I see, but the margin, the for December, the sales and the margins are already. There is a big drop in profit margins for companies. So on top of that, you're paying even or less sales or less payment for the sales. That's.
And then you have a valid point. Okay, I didn't know where you're coming from, but now I understand. You're coming from the accounting perspective, which, if the retail sales is lower, then the company's earnings are the revenue is going to be lower,
the
worse.
margins already are hit hard in December, and it's the season where all the markets in general are being hit hard. Strong dollar, international corporations also they're less US dollars they're getting for their international sales, like what we saw in Nike, increase in international sales, but overall when it's transferred to US dollars drop, so the market will, or the seasoned smart money, if you might call it, look at it differently.
It's very good thinking, Ahmed, I have to say. It's very, very good. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. I was focusing too much on monetary policy, and this guy has something to say, and it makes sense. Probably the first one for a long time. Where were you in the previous meetings?
I'm in profit.
Very good.
Ahmed,
Ahmed, shall we sell US 30? What do you say?
I say I already took a sell on it when the news came out.
All right, let me enter into sell because you convinced me. You convinced me, Ahmed. So quickly, I took a sell position on US 30. It didn't push up, and Ahmed helped to change my mind with a very good logical reasoning. He
What about me?
explained hold on a moment. So he explained that because the retail sales was actually worse than expected, how does it affect the company's balance sheet? And it's a very important point. I was focusing too much on the macroeconomics and the monetary policy, and that's why sometimes economists doesn't make good traders, because they think they know all. But Ahmed proved it and came up with a very good point. So I thank you, brother, for bringing up this important.
I learned from you.
Ahmed, gold will also follow, right?
Yes. Should. Yeah, I'm not trading gold. I don't have open position. I opened 2 lots on US 30.
I'm holding my sales.
Raul, are you trading
Yeah.
gold? Are you in a
No.
gold trade?
No,
No, you have no open positions on gold.
no.
Okay, thank you.
I doubt it a little bit,
Yeah.
and it went up too quick
Yes.
for me.
All right, let's.
No problem. We wait for the New York Open, or otherwise, you get some. The market comes down in the evening, then you have some other opportunities.
Yes. Marwan, are you in a trade? Are you selling gold?
Yes.
Of course.
Raul,
Marwan
trust
is
me,
selling.
it will fall.
No, it's too
So is
low.
Marwan.
But give it 15 minutes, so you know, man. Then you're in minus, in a loss again.
Why, Raul?
No,
Since you're not trading, why
Just to tease, just to make fun with Noman a little bit.
But I think you know, Ahmed is right about the retail sales, and that affects companies. But for gold, it should still be positive.
Because
Because
recession
this is
fears.
Well, yes, that recession fears and the fact that the Fed is actually doing its job, so it probably doesn't need to be too aggressive now.
I'm actually quite happy that Ahmed challenged me, because I really love when people, you know, we have a discussion and someone gives a counter argument, a logical reasoning.
Yep.
This is how it should be, and this is why I urge you guys in the morning briefings. That's why I constantly ask you, what's your opinion? What do you think? Which direction is it gonna go? Give me some. That's why I ask you, what news are dominating the market? How is it going to affect the US dollar? How is it going to affect this gold? Not many people answering. It's Marwan, Raul, Sophie B, Ali. They are the most active ones, but
Ali B.
the rest, yeah, Ali B is the rest is you know, just quiet observers. But Ahmed today, well done, brother. I'm freaking proud. TP already hit for me today.
Tears in his eyes.
I do have, because finally, I'm not sure where did he accumulate the knowledge, but it made sense, and he very well put forward this logical reasoning, calm, polite way.
Thomas, it's Spania. Could you maybe just go through Ahmed's reasoning for us, just so we can gain full understanding?
Yeah, so imagine you have a company, Amazon, for example, and we just so a company have balance sheet, right? Costs and revenue. On the cost side, in the last 6 to 12 months, everything has increased. Higher labor cost, higher land labor and employee cost because of inflation. If they had any debt in form of bonds, corporate bonds or bank loans, they have to pay higher interest rate to service the debt. So it's a double-edged sword, double whammy, because the higher cost on the input, on the debt, on everything. So they have to increase the profit margin. They have to put the cost pass on to the consumer, But if consumers are not shopping because their wallets have been hit hard because of the inflation, but exactly the same reason, and they're going to start cutting back on shopping, right? They're going to shop less, or they're going to substitute. So they're not going to shop on Amazon. Maybe they're going to go to the dollar store to buy some cheaper stuff. And today the data came out with the retail sales. And the retail sales is quite a big chunk of the GDP, 68%. But not just retail sales, but the consumption. Retail sales is a big chunk, like 50%. And if the companies have less revenue because of the retail sales dropped at Christmas period, which is the busiest month of the year, if you look at the balance sheet, which sector, which part of the balance sheet is going to affect, the cost or the revenue?
Revenue.
So if they have higher costs and lower revenue, how is the if the valuation spine is going to change for the company, better or worse?
Worse, your costs are higher than your revenue.
Exactly, and if the evaluation is worse, would investors, if you present it to an investor like, hey, here's a company, they have fucking huge cost, they're barely making any revenue, would you like to invest?
Absolutely not.
Not. So what would you do with your stock portfolio?
Sell.
Damn right.
Hence the short on US 30. Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It is.
Very, very interesting.
Oh.
Ahmed.
Yes.
Member of the month.
Member of the month. Damn right. Member of the month.
Maybe it's a one-time offshoot, not.
So, how did you come to the? How did you come to the conclusion, or where did you learn, this economics?
My major in university was finance investments. I worked for a very long time in the beginning of my career in a huge investment authorities, like more than $800 billion. But I quit and then I joined different fields. But I have good foundation at university on the basics of economics. So when I looked at it, it's just like brought up so much memories. So
you enjoying being in the group?
Oh yeah, that was like 20 years ago. So it's not recent. I'm as old as Raul, maybe.
Maybe.
What, did you born in the 40s?
Actually,
in the 70s.
Actually, Thomas, my birthday and Junior exactly the same day, by the way.
Raul is 70 already.
No,
I thought he's around 70, yeah.
Guys,
72 or 3.
Past the 50s.
Oh, have you not? Wow.
No,
My
man.
bad.
No, man. Are you in profit? No, man.
Yes, at one, my one lot is at 1923 and 1919.
You are in sell.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Trust me, brother.
Trust me, brother.
It's a weird market reaction today.
I'm sorry, Norman, but no, we don't in this case.
Hey, Thomas. What do you get if you combine LSD and birth control?
Oh
No,
my
man.
god, here we go.
No, it's not that dirty.
No, man.
Yeah, a trip without kids. Hey.
Oh.
As you see, I can make jokes without. And no, I don't say.
Not as good, Raul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good joke, Raul. Well done.
Shall I tell now the dirty one?
Not sure. Let's do a vote.
No.
Okay, let me ask the YouTube people, and they decide.
I think we definitely should.
I have
Yeah,
one
let's
for
do a
you,
poll.
Raoul.
What's up with the likes?
I have a riddle that maybe Alan knows.
What's up with the likes, Thomas?
Alan.
Oh, it's very bad. It's 173. They don't like this.
What
stream.
has Alan? What has books and toys in common?
Books and toys.
They were both originally made for kids, but in the end, Daddy plays with them.
Oh, boobs! I thought you said boobs. That's what I didn't understand.
Okay.
I didn't get it. All right.
No, I understand.
So people on YouTube, I asked you the question: should Raoul tell a dirty joke or not? And currently, 68% says yes, he should tell a dirty joke live on YouTube. 27 says no.
I thought you lost some likes and some listeners.
Actually, 8 just quit. 8 watchers before you tell the dirty jokes. Ahmed, his counter argument. Sorasai on YouTube, he thinks that a big company will always watch their stock price, meaning that they could do some stock buyback, which is quite a common strategy during what season?
Earnings season.
Earnings season. So if they have a disappointing earnings, they could buy back their own shares to artificially lift up the stocks. What do you say to this, Ahmed?
I say that this is very risky, especially at these times where high interest rates and companies will hold to their liquidity, the cash, not really spend it for a few or for an artificial lift or something that is not as important to their survival in these times or these rough times coming. I don't think.
Yeah, but if they don't hold these stocks, then there is a possibility or risk that investors are going to pull out the money if they see that stock price is plummeting.
That would only give them a better price to buy again. So.
And what about the big? What about the big, like Warren Buffett, who has massive interest in Coca-Cola and these old school companies? He has a strategy that if the stock price is dropping, he goes in with more money to protect his investment. Obviously, he's shooting for decades of investment.
Warren Buffett has more of a very long-term investment guy. So if he does things like this, he would really have to believe in that company and knows that the real value or it's being undervalued. He would not just do it for the sake of just buying back some.
Show the short-term profit, right?
Exactly.
It's a long-term investment. All right. Raoul, you officially got the green light to tell a dirty joke live on YouTube.
YouTube said I have to make a dirty joke. No, my wife said no.
Well, that's what the people want on YouTube, so go ahead.
I'm surprised you haven't been banned.
I'm not banned.
I will be banned if it's too dirty.
What's it? What's the difference between a hooker and a drug dealer? A hooker can wash her crack and resell it.
I know what.
What?
For fuck's sake.
I
know what's in common
can
between
wash
them.
her crack and resell it.
Oh God, Raoul.
Hey Thomas, do you think it may be a possibility that we still go up and hit the 61.8 or a retrace?
On what?
On US 30.
Yeah, we have an imbalance on the market.
Yeah.
So
I
this
see it.
imbalance Let me just show on the chart quickly. Go back to trading view.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I
it's up
talked
there
about
in that 61.8.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, anything is possible. Ahmed did buy me with the good logical reasoning, and you know, if I like something, I support it.
Yep.
But there is a possibility, yes, for price.
What about gold?
What about gold?
No, I'm not touching gold. It's the gold is right now. It's looks like it wants to go higher because of the recession fears. I don't like the price action. I'm not trading gold now.
Yeah, but it should hit that top of the spike because that's what often happens anyway.
Let's wait. We have 36 minutes until New York Stock Exchange open. The market is right now quite flat. I'm still in a position down £851.
So Raul told us what's the difference. What is in common between them?
I don't know that. You can
Here
tell
we
me.
go.
Most of them don't accept credit cards.
That's not true.
Experience.
No, not experience. I've heard it from a friend.
A friend of a friend.
Yeah. I know someone's cousin who saw a guy who heard about this.
So he know the first one or the second one?
I can't confirm, neither deny. Maybe both.
Both. Let's see what we have.
Gold want to come down or want to go up? Want to come down, want to go up?
Ain't touching that.
Can't confirm, cannot deny, as you said.
Anyway, I'm sure drug dealers accept credit cards, as long as they're not yours and they're somebody else's.
That's a good one.
Looks like the guys are bored. They're just changing the topic.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not having too much.
that's the best cure for, shit market.
If we ever sell, I think it's 25. I change the subject back for gold.
Yeah, I have a sell bending on 25, but if the market is shit, just flush it.
Yeah. I have no limit or nothing else. I want to see some
Talking about flushing,
action.
is the guy who flushed the toilet yesterday live here? Let me just find him.
Oh yeah, Raul's here.
Yeah, but he did it on purpose.
He's gonna do it again, I feel.
What was it again? Weren't you gonna find him?
Don't, Raul, don't.
He's thinking about it.
We have to do something for the likes, right?
Hello.
I can't see.
Hey!
Go on, Raul. Do your thing.
Already did.
Ahmed, are you in a sell?
I'm still on a sell, but I didn't buy on leverage. To avoid being impacted by the spike up and down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still on a sell, but I didn't take leverage, high leverage. I took leverage, but not as high as I used to or usually do.
Oh, Nicholas Fullerton on YouTube said, Alpha sell gold now, stop loss 1926, TP 1902. No, I'm not touching gold now. Don't like the price action.
However, it filled the wick.
Both I see buy, I see sell. When it's contradicting, just stay out.
I'm looking at a buy 1910, waiting for it.
I missed my buy this morning. I've been waiting 2 days and I missed it, so I'm just waiting.
Bram.
Yeah, hello. I've been not here for a long time. So
I had the same, Graham.
Yeah,
I had the
because-
same this
I mean,
morning.
Yeah, I was waiting it for 2 days, and then I looked at it and I saw, oh well, it's there now. Why? And I was too afraid to put a buy, but I should have.
I didn't went in because I wasn't sure how the market would react because of the Bank of Japan. So I didn't
Yeah.
went in either.
Yeah, I thought about just putting a small buy and then a stop loss, but
But all the technicals said I should buy.
yeah. Oh well.
I took a buy on US Japanese today morning.
I missed the buy as well and jump in the sell with Tamas and lost some.
On gold.
Yes, on gold.
We win together, we lose together.
Yes, yes, brother. I'm fine with that. Yesterday breakfast tastes very well. Today, not so good.
Yeah, it tastes shit today, isn't it?
No, but tomorrow we have another option. It's okay. It's okay.
Tomorrow is another day.
Yes.
But tomorrow
But
is
gold
oh
is a
shit.
cunt. It's a cunt. Gold is a cunt.
Absolutely, I do agree.
Yes, this is not
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
nothing to
So-
trade for me. This is.
I'm thinking because we have 30 minutes until New York Stock Exchange open. We have a new 4-hour candle. Oh,
So gold is the kind that accept credit cards.
Yes.
yeah.
Like that.
Yes. But only platinum to burn the whole account.
Gold is the crack you can resell.
Yeah. Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Nicholas saying I can still sell. No, I just don't feel gold, and when I don't feel it, I'm not jumping in.
Yeah, I'm the same. I can't feel. I just gonna leave it. You know, I've learned my lesson, so I just leave it.
A few times, haven't
Everybody,
you? Everyone.
Yeah, no, I have.
everybody,
Yeah, so
everybody
that's a
know.
good. Yeah, so I'll just leave it. You know, patience.
Yeah.
Well, the technical indicators and the microanalysis are contradicting totally, because on the technical analysis we should see a reversal on US dollar, and it's a very strong reversal zone. But the PPI data did not come in favor of a higher interest rate, so it depends to see how the market's gonna interpret it. I'm still biased, to be honest with you, with the strength of dollar. But the data did not really help. So I hope the market already priced the PPI data previously, and that we can see some decent correction on USD.
Yeah.
I have a question for Raul.
Yes.
Okay, good. You're not in the toilet. Previously, this week, you mentioned like your bias on gold is sells in the beginning of the week. I think Sunday or Monday analysis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you say we might see 17, 20, 17 something. I don't remember the number exactly, but somewhere.
Yeah, something like that. No, I said we will not see 1620 for a long while.
Yeah. Yeah, but you said we're gonna see 17, 20, 17, 50, 30, whatever. But
yeah, 50, 50. I thought.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, this based on what? Like, what's your logic based on?
An order blocks, a point in interest, how you want to say it, a Fibonacci or an.
Of course, it's affected by fundamentals. I understand.
Yeah, no, they are technicals.
But do you think we're gonna have that number before we go push more higher from here?
Yeah,
like,
I think.
I know nobody can
yeah.
tell the future, but like just generally
Yeah.
speaking.
Yeah, I'm still.
So you still
Wha-
think
wha-
that we are almost at the top edge of the top right now?
If you go to the daily,
Hmm.
and then you have the levels we are now is quite a strong support and resistance level. So as long as we stay under that, I think we will go down, have a big retracement.
Yeah, but
if we break, then we go up. So then we go to the 2000s, in my
1940.
opinion.
Yeah, on the price action right now on the daily, you can see we still have a potential in 1940.
Yeah, that's possible. Absolutely.
But guys, when you look in the past, sorry.
Sorry, I'm just going to.
Yeah, go on.
I'm going to reduce my position in US 30 because the market, I just can't read it. We have the imbalance left yesterday. We have the disappointing data, which was perfectly, very nicely put forward by Ahmed. It's not the day. There's not a simple move. I'm reducing the position or pulling out on US 30. So,
Anybody pulling out from gold?
no. And I don't have any open positions
Or
now.
anybody in actually?
Don, I share it in my channel. What I saw. It's a kind of head and shoulders, but maybe I'm wrong. But as I always say, we try to predict, but we follow the market.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be very nice.
Yeah. But if we break, then we go to the 2000 higher, I think. So we are on a critical level. It went a little bit higher with, what was it, 28 Monday, if I remember well.
Yeah, it was about 28.
So it was a little bit, but if you look on the daily, it's just a wick and it stays under that level.
Is it possible that spikes up from here more, the gold, or that's it?
Yeah, you can say maybe we see a consolidation first in some areas, and that's it.
Yes.
I mean, another spike is not possible technically right now. Like a double top.
Yes. Absolute. I think that's all. It's for sure possible.
I'm not giving back a single penny more to the market. That's it for me today. No.
Okay. I didn't trade it, but I'm in profit today.
I'm down. I had how much loss I had in the morning? There was 500. 809. And now US 656. So total of £1,450 lost today. There's no freaking way I'm gonna give more money back.
Well, gold
looks like gold want to push more.
It hit the top of the spike, which is what I thought it was going to do, because it generally does. Where from here?
It did already.
Yeah, it did already. Yeah, just gone past it now.
Or we, as I said, 25, 90, 25, 26, little bit above, maybe, for a sell.
Cheeky bastard. It make a W now.
Yeah, it went up. It went up the whole day from morning.
Hey,
morning.
Adrian, you almost had the same.
At the same time, Thomas, brother.
Yeah.
For me, it's very important to share the losses as well, not only the
Yeah.
profits, because this is it's a false picture, and you know what I mean. Well, every trader in Instagram and everybody only posting the profits and nobody posting the losses. And for me, it's very important to be transparent to the group, you know.
Yeah, which I do respect. It's very, very similar. I had the same loss on
Yes,
gold.
the
We
same.
almost entered the same position. Yeah.
It's the same trade, brother. The same trade. I go with you.
Yeah.
That's what happened if you copy trades signals.
Yeah, but
No, I just.
no, this is Raul. Yesterday, I pulled out my sell position. We come to the 1909, and I take the money, make the money, take the money, and I pull out with 700 profit, and immediately the gold count is melting down to 1904.
I had the same, mate. I had the same.
Count, you know, Raul, and for me, it's an important price level to go with Tamash. And yes, I copied the trade and make the money, take the money with Tamash.
I copy them sometimes, other times.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday.
I take them sometimes also.
Yesterday we had good profit on US 30. That was over 1,000 pips on 3 positions. So it wasn't one position, but you know that sell-off was just freaking crazy. That was before it started dropping. That was 693. No, not giving back more money today.
But that's good.
So we can start early.
Discipline.
It's not easy to close the day in loss, but I actually, you know, when it's below 1%, that makes me proud.
But I fucking hate it to lose.
It is frustrating, isn't it?
Part of the game. It's part of
It's part of the game. But even if it's a part of the game, I don't like losing.
Yeah.
Nobody likes losses, but unfortunately we choose a trade. And now that my unemployed friend, Mr. Raul, joined the life of full-time traders, it's it's tough. It's a mind game.
Yeah. I had an interview with Fund Your, a whole discussion. Fund Your FX.
Looks like
they give instant accounts, and their rules are so restrictive. They say you want to make money, but you don't want to make your traders. You don't let them make money, and I had quite a discussion with them.
Was it that limit restriction to 0.2 lots?
Yeah, it's a 0.1 lot per 2,000K on your account. So if you have a 30,000K account, then you can trade for 1.5 lot. But with that 1.5 lot, you have to make your 10% to get the payout. So if you have 1-2 losses and then you trade with 1.5 lot size, then you have only 1.5 lot size. If you have two trades, both trades and 0.5 lot size, then you used already 1 lot size. Then you have only a half lot size left to make that 10%.
It is possible, but it's freaking hard because you need these kind of big moves like yesterday we had. How many times we get this big move and we can catch it in a month?
Yeah.
I think once or twice maximum.
Well, what B said, it's now, or what was it, done, or someone else? It goes down and you're in a nice profit, 100 pips, and then it's 70 pips up, down.
Yeah,
so
if you can
close.
see, like, depends on like if there's high impact news or normal days.
Yeah.
If it's like 200 pips to 300 pips, it's gonna be bound for a retrace for like 60, 90 pips, and then go direction.
Yeah.
But then this week, and like for example this month, there's been a lot of fake outs. A
Yes.
lot.
Yeah.
Even
Yes.
the scalper, like it throws me off because holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you look, there's so much uncertainty, loads of wicks, whiplashes, wakeouts. Not
Yeah.
easy this year.
No, but that's what I said with that interview. So now I don't want that, because if you don't make the 10%, you're in profit. When you don't make the 10%, you use all your lot sizes. You can't trade anymore, and they close your account, and you have to start over, have to pay over again. You see, that's it's impossible, and that's what you said. You take the market is, you have to take losses at the moment. So I thought it was funny discussion.
Did you grill the guy?
What
Did you grill the guy? Did you grill the guy?
Yeah. I sent an email to them that it is impossible for traders because it is a game of statistics. You take some losses, you take some profits. It's
Has a lot of
almost
time
important to what?
You have a lot of time now to make long emails.
Yeah. And do that kind of discussion. I was interested because a lot of people say, "Oh man, 8% is so difficult and it takes some time and it's." So I thought, let's see what rules there are for an instant funded account. The leverage was also 1 to, neither was 1 to 100 in this case. So I sent the same. I went continue to email B to what was it? Top step or something like that. But they have the same rules. Lower leverage with the same rules. You have to cut amount of
gold start to spike up.
Yes.
Yeah, man. It goes to 25 now. First touch is spot on the pivot level.
So now what? Fake out again?
I don't know. I'm watching. I don't see any market
I
structure.
still believe that this will like go down, way down, like 1800 level.
Yeah, but I don't do anything because you always have dirty moves when London, New York opens.
No, we have a clear break on with the 4-hour candle rule. So technically speaking, now even the technical indicators are against dollar. So I closed all my sells on euro and pound, and we still have 100 pips move on USD. I guess that's the range. Well, you know,
the dollar buy for you?
No, not yet. We still have a potential 100 pip drop.
Okay.
So I'm just reading the summary from Financial Times. The growth of wholesale US prices moderated more than expected in December, in a further signal that inflation has peaked and is on its way down. Yes, it's good because the Fed is going to slow down with the rate hikes, because that shows that inflation is coming down, whether or not is the effect of the Fed monetary policy easing. On the other hand, the reasoning put forward by Ahmed is bad for the companies. And I think the market is right now debating between these two things, that, you know, monetary policy and actually, you know, accounting, balance sheet of the companies. That, in my opinion, is causing this shitty sideways movement. Gold is edging higher because recession fears of the worst PPI numbers, and the possibility the Fed is going to pivot. The stock market is just stuck. Question is the market going to pick up based on that the Fed has another reason to slow down with the rate hikes, or is going to completely melt because the disappointing retail sales data?
I think the market is overpriced before all this data happened. Like it's already reached its target in advance.
I think everybody's more focused on the retail sales and also like the earning report. That's how usually how people base their positions on.
Let's have a look on tomorrow.
There's also a perfect bearish engulfing candle in US 30 on a 5-minute chart, and the next 1 minute will define if there's going to be a big sell-off on there as well.
Tomorrow we're going to have labor market data.
That's every Thursday.
Every Thursday. Since when did they put the first one? I think it's like 50s or something. No, 72. US has one of the most detailed statistics in the whole world. They're doing a very good job. Come on, guys, I need some ideas. Up or down? Buy or sell? Stop loss and TP?
Not ready yet.
No.
No, man. Where's your
Just
stop
gone
loss?
Sell on your 30.
No, man.
2,100.
I'm here. I'm holding myself.
Én dolgozok, életem.
You're
I'm
holding
holding
yourselves.
Kell segítség?
Yeah.
Did you move your stop loss, my friend?
Kell segítség?
I am still expecting Raul. If you check H4, it's totally oversold, and it's tested the liquidity now. I hope it will fall down now. At least, at least 1910.
But besides that, it tapped the R3. What was it? R3.
1860, 1870.
70. It tapped the R3 and it went down 40 pips, 35, 3.5.
According to expert.
More than 30 pips down.
Just
but I'm
scalping.
still. Yeah, that's for scalping. Absolutely, I agree. But how nice the pivot levels react.
Gold also made a shooting star candle on a 5-minute chart.
Oh. Yeah.
With the retail price drop, there will be price wars between companies to survive.
I know they won't stop. They won't start a price war now. They can't afford it.
Tesla already did.
They won't. They won't start. It's not the time when they usually start. They need to see a healthier cash flow. It would be very dangerous for them to start price war.
Tesla already, Thomas, did twice or dropped the
Yeah, but
price.
Tesla is in a position that even when they started, they were burning cash like crazy. Tesla is a different company, so I don't think it's the best example because Elon Musk doesn't care about money. Doesn't care about the investors' money, let's put it this way. He cares about his own money. Tesla is, other companies, how to say, they wouldn't do the same thing as Tesla. They just burned cash like crazy. If you look back the balance sheet, what they did 5 years ago, when Elon Musk went full-blown promotion, he didn't care about the investors' money. He just burnt it for years and years and years. SpaceX almost went to bankruptcy at the beginning. Tesla was even worse. But there was a charismatic leader with a good story, with a good product, so he could pull in as much money as he wanted, literally. But other companies, can they really afford like a retail supermarket to start the price war? No, in my opinion.
Yes.
So what do you think once New York market open, gold is going to beat the high, or
Oh, brother.
it will come back to the pivot?
Full margin, sell. I mean, anything is possible. Right now we're just waiting and observing. Who knows? I'm not trading at the moment. Don't have any open positions for a reason. If I would knew the answer to your question, I would be already in with 30, 40, 50 lots to double my money. But this, market isn't moving the way I want, so I'm not trading.
Full margin buy.
The volume on the gold is all green in the 1 hour candle.
The what?
The volume, buy volume on 1 hour candle on gold.
Marwan is the volume expert.
Yeah, I learned it from him. I always watch it after I listen to his comments.
The fish, look at this.
But still, I would
Marwan.
want to know that the PPI data is worse than expected, but still, why gold is going up?
We have some of these days.
Full margin buy. I told you. Oh, fuck.
Five minutes for US stock exchange open.
Thank you for the reminder.
Oh, Demon425 on Telegram says, you could have caught the drop after the news. Oh man. I could be a father if I had more change.
Our father.
Oh man. Jesus, people just share their wisdom.
For you, it's a trip with kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Four minutes until New York Stock Exchange open. Who is this idiot? He says you could have catched the drop. What is that? You could have caught the drop after the news. What kind of comment is this? You could have catched the drop. You could have caught the drop.
Yeah, but it's saying that's.
Yeah, but I didn't catch it. Like, yeah, but you could have made money yesterday, but you didn't, and I did. Can't comment.
Can't.
Raoul.
Nee,
In which city you live in Holland?
I don't live in Holland, my friend.
You don't live in Holland? Well,
No, I live in Sweden. I'm Dutch,
sorry,
but I live in Sweden.
sorry.
He got kicked
I'm
out.
a traveler like you, mate.
Oh, life of a forex trader.
I left the Netherlands for the same reasons as you, to Germany.
Okay, I understand.
Raoul, do you have this in Netherlands or Sweden?
Ooh,
what is that?
It's dry ice.
Oh, dry ice.
Yep.
He was smoking a joint.
With Lebanese food. That's
Okay.
premium. Tier 1.
No, I didn't see that. Are you eating while trading?
Yep. This is the gear next to me.
3 minutes, 30 seconds until the New York Stock Exchange open. No open trades, still observing the market.
The most critical 100 pips on USD now.
And it's going down. For now. Still no trades. Who's in a position on US 30 or gold?
I'm still on sell on US 30.
I'm out. Waiting.
I'm out also.
Out.
And the New York Stock Exchange open is also muted so far.
Wow.
Is US 30 going to fill the imbalance? Buy US 30.
Are you buying?
Yep, I'm in a buy. Let's go down to lower time frame. We can use the wedge as a support. Current price level. On gold, I'm still not 100% confident what's going to happen.
You see what kind of reaction you have twice on the
for fuck's sake. Come on, US 30. Fill that imbalance. There are no other news today, right?
No.
Everything is out. We have Bullard just speaking now. No market moving events for the rest of the day.
Two other Fed speeches later today, Harker and Logan, but low impact.
me going one lot on US 30 long. Let's see.
Very good, my friend. What's the TP? 34,189.
What is it?
And I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, it was an absolute pleasure today. Hopefully tomorrow, with the labor market data, we are going to make some money. But for now, US 30 is moving sideways and being quite dirty. Gold is just stuck on the roof at 1925. So that's it for me today. See you tomorrow morning for the morning briefing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
See you all.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye. Have a nice day, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Well, this is real trading. Unfortunately, today wasn't as good as yesterday. But, you know, the only easy day was yesterday. Tomorrow is going to be better. So until that, this is the Alpha FX.